propose a budget of how much we are spending this year, for example, we have to go to the bank to borrow money that is to meet up the budget. And yet we'll come back again and use this part of the money to pay subsidy. What are we doing? And you belong to this. Yes, and you belong to the same party. Same ruling party. And you are saying that he did not think very well before he removed the subsidy. How do you want him to think? No, if you are in the same party, we must understand. We must be on the same page. We must understand ourselves. And this man is an elder salesman. He's an elderly person in the party. He must understand, which means he does not even know what is going on within the party. If you know what is going on within the party, this is not what you have to say out. If the president you have appointed from your party that, okay, this is our candidate to be Nigerian president, and the person has won, you are now coming out to say that he did not think very well before you remove the subsidy. So you want the subsidy. One thing I have to say here is this. There are some people who are benefiting from the subsidy. And those people that are benefiting from the subsidy do not want the subsidy removal. So anyhow, they have to cry out. But what Nigeria is looking for now is a better economy that will benefit Nigerians. People are talking about deficit in the budget that, okay, it does not favor educational policy. You are talking of some subsidy removal that the president did not think very well before he removed the subsidy. But you belong to the same party.
You know what baffles me is while people from the same party is pointing fingers at themselves on the things that they are supposed to take responsibility for.
They don't understand it. They don't understand each other. They don't understand. They don't even understand. Most Nigerians who call themselves politicians don't understand politics. They don't understand governance. They don't understand administration. You belong to a ruling party, and your party has given us a policy that this is the economic policy we will maintain, so that the Nigerian economic problem will be solved. And you are from the same party. You are coming out again to say that there's an error in our policy. You don't understand what he's saying. If he does, he will not be talking this way. Your party has removed the subsidy. The president cannot act alone without consulting the party members. He can't take any decision on his own without consulting the party.
The executive.
This is the main reason why. Because if there's unity in the party, this is the main reason why about 1,411 people went to Dubai for
climate summit.
Climate summit. And you are saying that you want to economize, that we don't have money in the nation. Are you saying that you have to borrow money for you people to go to Dubai for sightseeing? Because I do not see any result they will bring from Dubai. The policy will still remain. If many people are going to Dubai for what? For this climate summit, majority of them we don't have anything to say.
Honestly,
they will just be onlookers, just to fill the hall to capacity. That's all. And then we are wasting Nigerian money. If anybody is coming again from your party and telling us that Tinubu did not think very well before he removed the subsidy, can you do that alone without consulting the party members? If any blame on Tinubu should be blame on the party. Why are you coming out publicly to wash your dirty linen? I don't understand what the man is saying. I don't understand what he's saying at all. APC should come together, talk to themselves that we have to be very careful with our utterances. You are just giving open door to opposition party to say whatever they like.
About the same party that is leading us.
Yes.
And I don't think this is what we need at this time. We need people who can govern us right, people who know what they are doing, people who can defend what they are doing and be able to do it well and do it rightly. All right, quickly, we'll go on a quick break, and when we come back, we'll take a look at further stories for the day. So please stay tuned. We'll be right back. Yes, welcome back. You're still tuned on to CAC TV, and this is still the newspaper review. We'll take our last story, and this is from Vanguard newspaper. This says UK announces striker visa measures to reduce migration. The UK has announced it would raise the minimum salary threshold for a skilled worker visa and prevent overseas health and social care staff from bringing family dependent on Britain. Prime Minister Rishi Sunak's office trumpeted the proposal as the biggest clampdown on legal migration ever. But critics said it will damage the state-run National Health Service, which is the NHS, which faces staff shortage. Immigration is set to be a key issue in nationwide elections that must be held by January 2025 at the latest, and which is the main opposition Labour Party is currently favoured to win. Sunak has pledged to reduce new arrivals and has been under pressure ever since statistics released that last month showed that net migration to Britain hit a high in 2022. The Office for National Statistics, ONS, said the number of people who arrived in Britain last year was 745,000 more than the number who left. The Interior Minister, James Cleverly, also said his plan would result in 3,000 fewer people coming to the UK in the coming years. Enough is enough, he said. The Home Secretary told Parliament as he laid out his proposals, which will take effect early next year. Cleverly said skilled foreign workers wanting a UK visa would have to earn about $38,700 to $48,860, up from $26,200, and in line with the medium full-time work. He also said that he exempted health and social care workers, but said they would be prevented from bringing family dependents. Okay, so now this is the immigration palaver going on in UK, and then also seeing that people who are coming in are more than people who have left in the past 1 year, and also seeing that people who will be coming in, who are allowed to come in this next period, are the health workers and healthcare workers generally, and then when they are coming in, they won't be coming in with their families. So when you are thinking of going out right now, you have to be an healthcare worker. Engineer Ola, what's your take on this?
You see, what goes up must come down. Mm-hmm. The British, they colonized the whole world. That is yes, they colonized the whole world. And the effect has really changed now. People are now moving back to their colonial masters. Mm-hmm. If you look at the scenario in Europe, there's a rift between Russia and Ukraine. The European Union cannot solve this rift. It has escalated. It has become a full-blown war. And where there's a war, there will be refugees. And these refugees will be seeking abode anywhere they can find abode. And most of them are coming to Europe, coming to England. Now, he's now biting very hard on their economy. The same thing, there's poverty in Africa. Because of so many reasons like exploitation. Look at what is happening in Niger. Exploitation on their solid minerals. Look at what is happening in Nigeria. What's happening all over the world. When you go to a country and you do a lot of exploitation, there's a lot of karma. Never since these people will come back to you and say, okay, let me be working in your country so that I can get better payment. And it's happening now. They want to bring a new policy on the immigration law. You cannot stop people from coming into your country. As long as you are also going to their country. Let me give an example. Bought a plane from England that are coming home for Christmas. That is when you see Nigerians returning home to celebrate Christmas. After Christmas, any plane returning from England to Africa, full of the British, you'll be wondering, what are they coming here to do? When Nigerian economy is bad, they come here to exploit. And they take the proceeds back to their country. So when you are exploiting my home, I am broke, I'm poor, my people are poor. Let's go and look for greener pasture elsewhere. They come to your country. And when they get to your country, oh, so it is better. They wouldn't want to go back home again. Come back home again. This is the scenario. That Sunak is now saying we have to work on the immigration law so that we will cut down on them. But it cannot go down. As long as that war it continues in Europe, people will try to come to England. And they cannot say, no, we don't want you. No. If you cannot address the war, then you must be able to accept
the refugees.
Yes, the refugees. If there is a war in Africa now, and you cannot address it, you cannot solve the problem, the refugees will come back to you. Thank God there's no war in Nigeria. But because most Nigerians will move to Britain, because is where they have relatives. The same thing is happening now. So there's no amount of policy or law they formulate on the immigration. Most of them are rejecting immigrants. You can look at, yes, particularly in Europe, they now segregate. They will allow refugees from Europe. They will not allow refugees from Africa. It has happened before. During the Hitler's war, they took some of them down to Africa as refugees. Yes, it's there in history. They brought some of them to Africa as refugees. The same thing is happening now. If you don't fight to stop war going on around the globe, there's no way you can stop immigration law that people cannot come to your country. That, okay, they want to work on AIDS. That if you are under our AIDS scheme and policy, you cannot bring your family into England. This is what they are saying. But I just hope that the African leaders too, we have to really work very hard on our economy so that we have
less people wanting to go to another man's country for greener
so that we don't be talking every day about the brain drain. Because where the best Nigerians medical doctors are going to England, they are going there to develop their economy. They are going there to develop their society, neglecting your own society. Because of what? It is their policy. But I know very well that over time, we'll be able to get over this problem. So there's no need of them putting up immigration policy. If my country is good, and I don't have to go to England to do anything, whatever immigration policy you put will not affect me. Yeah. But because I have no choice, I have to go to England so that to better my life, my condition of life, then they can formulate any policy that will not work for me, but this policy will work for them. This is the main reason why they opted out from the what do you call it, European Union, that we want to be on our own. We don't want European Union currency. We want to be spending our own pound sterling currency. This is the main reason, because they don't want many people in their country. They want to manage the resources they have, and they want to feed themselves with the little resources they have. But when people are coming and that country is overcrowded, what do you expect? So for the Africans, leaders, we have to work very hard in your country and change your own economic policy so that people will not be going out to work outside your country.
Especially good hands, not just...
Especially the best people in Nigeria are moving out, and our government is looking at them. Every day we are talking about being drained. The doctors are leaving, the hospitals, professionals, engineers are leaving, many people are leaving, and they are developing other nations while neglecting their own nation. Federal government should do something about this.
All right, this is where we'll call it a wrap for today's segment. Thank you so much for being a great part of the newspaper review today. Thank you so much. Please stay tuned because so much more is still to come your way. I still remain yours truly, Mother Dominic.
And my name is Ola Oladipo.
Thank you so much for joining us. And together we say,
Be Nigeria by Nigeria. God bless you.